My BFI Player Plus choice this week is a 1979 remake of one of the most famous films of the silent era, a movie which proves that just because something was brilliant the first time round doesn't mean it can't be added to or perhaps even improved upon by a filmmaker with a singular vision, in this case Werner Herzog with his version of Nosferatu. F.W. Murnau's expressionist 20s horror film was essentially an uncredited adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula, changing the names but retaining the details of Stoker's source. As a result, the BBFC actually banned Nosferatu in the UK after Stoker's widow threatened to sue for copyright. By the time Herzog came to remake Nosferatu, copyright on the original source was no longer an issue, so his version reverts to the original names, with Bruno Gantz's Jonathan Harker leaving behind his beloved Lucy, played by Isabella Gianni, and travelling far to the lair of Dracula, where Klaus Kinski's vampire awaits. Herzog described Murnau's Nosferatu as the most important film ever made in Germany and saw his movie as establishing a link between the great expressionist cinema of the 20s and the German film renaissance of the 70s. He also relished the challenge of making a genre film, which required him to follow a set of rules, something he'd never done before. But most importantly, he wanted to work again with Klaus Kinski, whose bald head, bat-like ears and centrally placed fangs are clearly modelled on Max Schreck's inhuman appearance in Murnau's film, but who somehow manages to make this iconic role entirely his own. It was clear there would never be a vampire of his calibre again, Herzog said some years later, insisting that in 4 centuries to come, Kinski would still be the definitive embodiment of this mythical creature. Well, we may be only 4 decades away from Herzog's Nosferatu, but so far, Kinski still looks unsurpassable.